Hey guys, this is the Illini4life Postgame Show. Haven't done one of these in a while, so we'll get to it. But first, I have to make an apology because in the video I made on Wednesday, I answered a question about the Giants, and I said they wouldn't be as good as the Bears next year because if it weren't for the Bears' injuries, the Giants wouldn't have made it to the playoffs because I thought the Giants got a wild card. Even though I knew that they didn't, I knew they won the division, but I wasn't thinking, I wasn't thinking if I had actually had a right train of thought, I wouldn't have said that. It was just a major mess up, and it won't happen again, so I'm sorry. Now, we're going to talk about the Illini and Bulls. First, we'll talk about the Illini. On Wednesday, I believe, we played Purdue at home, and we lost 67-62. It was a bad game. We had a chance, but we couldn't take advantage, and that was a bad loss. And then today, there's not much you can say about today's game. I'm very confused. We got beat by Nebraska by a lot, by 23 points. 57-80. It was at Nebraska, but that's still no excuse. Nebraska is not as good as we are. We are a much better, more talented team than they are. And what I'm going to say is, like in my last video, my last episode of the Illini4life universe, that they're not focused right now on something, and I think that it's on Bruce Weber's contract. They're saying he might get fired. And I think their minds have been on other things, and it's been tough on them, but it's not looking good right now. They need to get it together. This is bad. I mean, they have to win some games. They've got good wins that look good on a tournament resume, but we actually need to play our way back into it now. When I made the video, we were still in the tournament. Now we got to play our way back in. And it's looking pretty bad. So, but I think we have the talent to do it. I know we have the talent to do it. It's just whether they can get themselves focused. That's what's going to be the key. That's all I got to say about that. Now we'll talk about the Bulls. The Bulls played on Thursday. They played the Celtics at home. Didn't have Rose, but we still came out with the victory. It was a very good game. And it's not going to prove anything to anyone, but it is going to keep our record at the best in the East while we don't have Rose. But then today, we played the Nets, and we lost. And that was a bad game. Still didn't have Rose. But, honestly, it's still not a big deal to me. Like I've said before, if we don't have Rose, then we're probably going to lose in the playoffs anyway. So, right now, how they play without Rose doesn't mean anything to me. Because if we don't have him in the playoffs, we're not going anywhere. We could maybe make it out of the first round. But that would be a stretch. And that's not a bad thing. I mean, he's the best player on the team. By far, he's the league MVP. And when you lose a guy like that, it's pretty bad. We're still a decent team without him, but with him, we are the best team. So, him being gone, as long as he's back soon, I'm not too upset by that, because if we don't have him in the playoffs, we're done. So it doesn't mean anything to me. All it means is that we need to get better, because we should not be losing to a Nets team either way. And speaking of the Bulls, this upcoming episode, I think I'm going to make it on Monday. It's going to be a little different. When I first started the Illini4life universe, on the preview episode, I said I was going to talk about Bulls, Illini, Bears, White Sox, and Blackhawks. I have not talked about the Blackhawks yet. So I think on Monday or Tuesday, whenever I make the video, I'm going to talk about the Illini and the Blackhawks. No Bulls. because a lot of people like hockey, and more people like basketball, but it's not as huge of a difference where I can't talk about the Blackhawks at all. And I like the Blackhawks. I like them a lot. I go to a lot of their games. So I'd like to talk about them in the upcoming episode. So, just giving you guys a heads up about that. Can't wait to talk about them. That's it. This has been an Illini4life Postgame Show. Illini4life signing off.